Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 380.
Check 56. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Good job right there.
Playing the wrong football.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here I come again.
36 power.
Undercrush.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, watch out. Check.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Carson. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they
Here we
saw
go, here we
last
go.
week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
49er 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Black 54.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
This is Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And 5 at the Seahawks 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They run the counter. Carson. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Grenade!
Mike by 4.
Courage. 49.
Alert!
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
Here we go.
Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. Hines, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
We're going to work.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 43-yard line.
Grenade!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
All day, baby, all day. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Zebra.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Shift.
Here's Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked, got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Naeem Hines, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Not today.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Mike 54.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, alert.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Be alert. Zebra.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You're trapped.
Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slap.
Two.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check, check. You.
On first down, it's Hines. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 10 now from the 27.
I'm coming.
Hey.
Hey, switch gears.
This is Carson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
Hey, we're pretty quiet.
Come on, that.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Record. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Tighten up. Shoot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Now it's Wilson. And the this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo now. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Equanimous St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference.